before I commit to anything.
Need to talk to my husband or wife. Okay. And is that during a phone calls trying to set up a listing appointment or a buyer appointment or something like that?
Buyer appointment.
Okay. Perfect. And where did the prospect come from?
From a YLOPO.
Okay. So from the website.
Online lead. Yeah. Online lead.
Sweet. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, let's roll through it. And you are the agent. I'm the client, and set up an appointment with me. So ring, ring, ring. Hello.
Hey, Dean.
Hey, who's this?
This is Eric with eXp Realty. How are you today?
Hey, Eric. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Not going to take up too much of your time, but there was a few homes that sold in your area, and I was just wondering if you were considering a move in the next year or so.
I'm just going to stop you real quick. I just want to clarify. Is this an online lead, or is that that sounds kind of like a circle prospecting script?
Actually, yeah. So it is circle prospecting. I'd rather do a circle prospecting because that's what I've been focusing on. Okay,
cool, man. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. Just because we're recording this, and this might be something that people listen to as well. Okay, so all right, there's a home that's sold in the area, and you're just wondering if there's anything that you could do. Say that one more time back to me.
Yeah, so there was a home that sold in your area over by 123 Main Street, and just wondering if you had any thoughts of possibly making a move this upcoming year.
Yeah, Eric, we were kind of thinking about it. And yeah, we're pretty sure we're going to make a move at some point this year. Not sure when, but definitely at some point. It's time for a change.
Awesome. So do you have a timeline that you have in mind?
Definitely this year, maybe in the next 6 to 12 months or so.
Okay, awesome. I would just love the opportunity to come and have a conversation with you and your wife, and just sit down and kind of see where your goals are for this next part of your move. Is that something we could do?
Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that yet.
So how would you approach this next?
So my overall feedback is, and by the way, I'd like to continue moving through the conversation. Like, if I said that, what would you say next? Pretend like this is an actual call.
Okay, so you said.
Yeah, I don't know if we're quite ready for that yet.
Okay, no problem. I would love to just, like I said, sit down with you, figure out your goals, and move towards that next step of looking at some homes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'd have to talk to my wife before really doing anything.
Yeah, no problem. I think that's actually a great idea, because you never want to make a decision on your own. Obviously, she's your wife for a reason, and you want to make sure you're making one of the biggest decisions together.
Yep. Okay. Well, thanks for the call, man.
No problem. Hope you have a great day.
All right, cool. So I've got some really good feedback for you. And the thing that I think is really important with these calls is you got to remember that the person that talks the most feels like the conversation went the best. Who do you think talked the most during that conversation?
I did.
Right. So what you want is the client to be the one that's talking the most. And this just takes practice. It takes, having some really good questions. And also, if you want to say something, try to form the question version of the thing that you want to say. So I'll give you some examples here in a second because we'll do a role play with me. But just remember that the more that they talk, the more that they will also feel opened to your relationship with them. So the other key thing that I have here for you is there's several times in the conversation where you said, I would love to, and then you would state your intention. They don't care what you would love to do. And frankly, what you would love to do doesn't matter because you're there to serve them. Right.
Okay.
So we always want to have the perspective of like, what can I do to serve you? Right. That's always the question that comes up for me when I'm in these conversations. Like, what is my highest and best use to serve this person? Right. So we'll do a role play together with that. And I don't have this script in front of me, but I'm just going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. So ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, this is Dean DeVries. I'm sure my name doesn't ring a bell, so I appreciate you taking the call. But is this the owner of 123 Main Street?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, again, my name is Dean DeVries, and your name?
Is Eric Grimsman.
Eric? Awesome. Well, great to meet you. Thank you again for taking my call. I was just calling real quick, not going to take too much of your time, but there was a house that sold right around the corner from me, and I was just curious to see if you guys are planning on making a move in 2020.
Yeah, actually, we're thinking about making a move in the next 6 to 12 months.
Oh, awesome. Well, if you were to move, where would you go?
We're thinking we're going to move up to North Carolina.
North Carolina. Very cool. What's the occasion?
We're actually moving closer to our grandkids.
Closer to the grandkids. How many grandkids do you guys have?
2.
Oh, what a blessing. So you got pretty much all the family up there, or is it split between here and there?
Between here and there.
Okay, very cool. Hopefully that'll be you'll be the trendsetters for the rest of the family. I know that's how it usually works.
Yeah, we're hoping that's what happens. We love to be around family.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for sharing that. Just curious, if you were to move, when do you think that might be?
We really haven't set an exact time. I just need to talk it over with the wife and kind of get a better idea.
Okay, beautiful. And also, should you go down this path and move toward this goal, do you have an agent that you trust to help you with that?
Obviously, there's so many agents out there. So no, I'm not particularly set to one person.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I always say that if you don't know a real estate agent, you probably don't have any friends. There's, pretty much everybody's an agent. Well, hey, like I said, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I work with many families just like you that are looking to relocate, and especially when there's a timeline that's in place. So would it be valuable for you to have for you to have kind of a game plan of what that could possibly look like before you actually have to make the move?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, awesome. And that's what I usually recommend. So if we're like six months out or so, now actually would be the perfect time to have that conversation. And if you knew that we could do some things over the next 6 months to better prepare you to maybe help you get more money or help you sell the house quicker, would you at least want to hear about that?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, that's what I'd like to offer you. And I think the best thing that we could do right now, and what I would normally recommend at this point, is to set an appointment. So we can get together. I can look at the house, talk about what the home is worth, but more importantly, get a really good sense of what your strategy will be to get the home sold for the price that you want, the time that you want, and also reduce as many headaches as possible. So how does that sound?
That actually sounds great.
Okay, awesome. And just curious, do you guys have you guys working during the week or weekends, or what's your schedule typically like?
We're usually off on the weekends.
You're off on the weekends, you said?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm actually just curious. Are you guys in town this weekend?
Not this weekend.
Not this weekend. What about next weekend?
Yeah, I'm open next weekend.
Okay, cool. And between now and then, are you going to be able to chat with your wife?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Okay, very cool. So I'm actually going to be right around the corner from your house anyway next weekend, and I'm actually going to be there at either 9 a.m. or 12 p.m. Which of those two work better for you guys?
Um, I prefer 12 because I like to sleep in a little bit.
Okay, very cool. So I'll go ahead and schedule everything for 12. I know that you have to talk with your wife as well. So, and if your wife has any questions, or if she says, no, I hate, I hate the idea of that, just call me back and we can always, push it out, or we can always reschedule or something like that. So is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Awesome. So I got you set all set for 12 o'clock next Saturday. And hey, man, I'm really looking forward to meeting you and your family, and really looking forward to serving you as well. So thank you for taking the call.
Thank you, Dean. Look forward to meeting you as well.
All righty. Take care.
Bye-bye.
So what are some of your reflections on that?
So yeah, I noticed that when I said, hey, I need to talk to my wife, you kind of flipped it around and was like, yeah, no problem. We could I definitely think that's good. But then you just reframed it a different way and asked a question, like deflected it kind of.
Yeah. Of course you got to talk to your wife, but that's not a reason to discontinue our conversation.
Right.
Because I'm still getting to know you. I want to learn more about what your goals are and what your needs are and what I can do for you.
Yeah, that was the other thing. The questions about it was qualifying questions is what I was looking for. Where you were like, "Well, why are you moving there? Why is there more people that are going to be coming?" It's qualifying the buyer.
Yeah, and I think that's such an important key, because when we find out the motivation, we can always bring that back. So we could say, hey, I know how important it is to you to get up to North Carolina so that you can be with family. So, so I would love to, honor that, and, and just create that space and set the appointment so that we can chat about your goals. So, hey, just curious, and notice how I use that word track. Hey, just curious. Are you going to be around this weekend?
Yeah.
Notice the way that I said it. It was just it was confident, but it was just like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Hey, curious. Are you going to be around this weekend? Right?
Yeah.
Because just keep in mind, whenever clients mirror us. And so when we are confident, they are confident as well. When we are uncertain, they are uncertain, right? Like, everybody is just a mirror of who we are. So if we don't think something's a big deal, they don't think it's a big deal. So when you're setting the appointment, if you don't think setting an appointment is a big deal, just like, oh yeah, we're just going to set an appointment. We're just going to chat. It's not a big deal. But, like I remember, especially when I was newer, I thought that setting this appointment was like this, like, oh my God, it's getting real. And I would have that, that anxiety around it. And they would also feel that, and they'd be like, yeah, I'm having anxiety too. I don't want to do this. Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get over is obviously it's me restructuring how I speak, not using I, like you were mentioning before, and just being more confident in the conversation. I noticed when I do set those appointments, it's usually a great conversation that I've had with them, and we've connected on some type of level.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, just be intentional about asking more questions. Try to not make a statement.
Okay.
We'll go back to the recording, but I'm pretty sure that entire conversation, I may have made like one statement.
Right.
I would say something, but then I would turn it into a question. Like I would say, hey, I'm going to be right around the corner from you on Saturday, and I could swing by at 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Which one works best for you?
Yeah. And you get them to commit.
Yeah. And always give a choice of 2 times, because it's not, do you want to set an appointment? You don't want to give a yes or no question. You want to give a choice between 2 yeses. Right?
Yes.
So, hey, does 12 o'clock or does 3 o'clock work better for you? They're not going to say no. Right? Because that's not one of the choices.
Right.
So does that help?
Oh yeah, that helps a lot.
Awesome, man. All right, well, let's have a good phone jam.